y'all? It's me back again today with another YouTube video. And if you're new here, my name is actually Navoy. I'm an online trainer. I'm from South Florida, but I've been living in Germany about the last, I want to say 7 years. So yeah, if you're looking for online coaching, you're tired of the other online coaches dancing in your videos, go on ahead and make sure to check me out at NavoyVincentFitness.com, all one word. So yeah, the topic of today is going to be men need to bet on themselves. Now guys, one of the biggest lessons that I've kind of learned throughout my 20s, I'm 31 years old for y'all. Obviously, I look so young. I understand. I know I look good. But as a 31-year-old man, one thing that I've learned throughout my 20s was the importance of being able to bet on yourself and specifically believe in yourself. Now, guys, obviously, the way that I kind of figured this out was finishing college. College is kind of a really monumental thing for a lot of young people. Like, I can remember when that's like the first time I moved away from home, the first time I actually had to kind of be on my own, going grocery shopping for myself, cleaning my own clothes, having to deal with kind of all these different types of people and stuff like that. So it was like a really big change, but at the end of the day, it was like a long 4.5 year process of just a whole completely transition in the way that I was living my life. And I was able to not just kind of change, but I would say I overcame something. I completed something that took a long time, and like most importantly, I bet a lot on myself, guys. You really got to have that. You need to understand in life, no one's going to really believe in what you want you to do. Even myself, when I went to college, certain people in my life didn't want me to move away, but I was able to do that. I was moved away, and I was able to kind of become like the person that I am today, because moving away was at the time like a huge gamble, really big risk on myself. And if I wouldn't have done that, there's certain things that happened in my life that if I wasn't there, I wouldn't be where I am now. Like, for example, like I said earlier in the video, I live in Germany. So when I was in university, like I remember we met these kids from Germany, and we used to play soccer with them. And sometimes I would learn a couple words here and there so I could kind of understand them when we was playing. And then what I realized was, once I could understand another language just from like kind of practicing a bit. So I was like, you know what, let me go on ahead and try this. Let me try and learn another language, being German. And I'm just one of those people, man, if I start something, it's like I gotta finish. So I was able to learn like a whole nother language, and now I live in another country because of it. Like when I'm at work, we only speak in German. It's a really big change, if you will. It was like a huge monumental thing, but I learned from college specifically to bet on yourself. Guys, if you want to do something, you just need to believe in yourself and bet on yourself, but most importantly, kind of progressive overload, if you will. As a gym bro, kind of have to break it down for y'all in that sense. Just set small goals, and once you achieve those kind of smaller goals, eventually you can build up to more and more. So let's say you're in the gym, you don't just hop on the benching 2 plates. First you start off with the bar, then you go to 10 pounds, 15, 20, 25, then you get to the 1 plate club, and slowly work your way to 2 plates. And that's kind of the same thing with life, guys. Like, you got to be able to slowly work your way up. Now for me, for example, I bet on myself on a big deal by doing online coaching. So, I had no real blueprint. Yeah, you have your Mike Rashids and guys like that, or Kali Muscles, but what helped them kind of blow up was the fact that they had like huge social media following. So I didn't really have like a big following. I have like I think on YouTube 700 subs, Instagram maybe 1K. So I didn't really know how would I entice clients. So I had to work with a marketing agency, and that marketing agency wasn't cheap. That cost me, cost some change. But I took that kind of not risk. Yeah, I took that risk. I bet on myself. I bet on black, if you will. And at the time, especially in the beginning, the first couple months, it wasn't really doing too well. Like, obviously, it's mainly just work. You're working through the whole infrastructure, figuring out what you want it to look like, what you want, your brand to be kind of. And then on top of that, you have no clients. So like, how do I get people to sign up? How do I kind of get that outreach and get people to trust and believe in me that I can be their online coach? But slowly but surely, I was able to do that, and it took some time. A lot of time I was kind of in the negative. I was spending the money from my main job on the online coaching, because you're paying for ad revenue, you're paying for the app that I use, paying for the website costs, those kind of things. So I had to really bet on myself, and it was a really big risk, like not a big risk. I didn't really know if it was going to work out or not, but I just believed, okay, as long as I progressive overload. So for example, today I'll do this much of the website, tomorrow I'll do this much of figuring out the marketing, these kind of things was the things that really helped me to get to where I am now. The fact that I'm doing all right with online coaching. You can get double meat on your doner kebab, if you will, with goat cheese. I'm not struggling like before where I got to make that choice. But now I was able to basically build this kind of thing over time through being able to bet on myself, guys. And I want you to have that same feeling. Like I want you to, yeah, you got your 9 to 5, but why not want more? Why not kind of do something on the side that you really enjoy and love, and kind of build something? It's like almost like you're a little kid again, where you're building. We used to play with Legos, but I used to love Transformers. So like I remember playing with my Transformers, kind of taking them apart, making them grow. But that you need to have something like that as an adult, something that you enjoy. With me, it's working out and bodybuilding, bro. I love it. I love going to the gym and working out as hard as possible. But at the same time, I would suggest you find some sort of passion on your own that you can also kind of profit from. So I profit through my love of fitness with online coaching. So let's say you love photography. Why don't you go on ahead and start a little photography business? Take pictures of, let's say, couples or engagements, things like that. Yeah, it won't be as artistic as what you might like, but at the same time, you're able to kind of hone in more on your craft. And eventually you'll develop more and more skills like I've been developing with coaching, to where it makes you a better coach, and not only that, a better trainer. Or in my case, I'm learning way different skills that have nothing to do with training. The business side of things, being able to kind of work with contracts, being able with advertisement, working with website building, learning all these different skills because I'm betting on myself, guys. And I want y'all to be on that same type of time. So yeah, that's all I got to say today, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as we always say here, make sure to control the negative, focus on the positive. It's your boy Navoy, repping Navoy Vincent Fitness. I'm out.